No, ma'am?
Yes, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Over to you, Viras, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Good evening, one and all, for our present here, and good evening, today's speaker and participants, on behalf of our core member head, of Psychology, Madurai, and Associate Institution, Madras School of Social Work, Chennai, International for Clinical Psychology and Psychotherapy, Germany, Chalamutri Institute of Mental Health and Rehabilitation Center, Madurai, as well Red Bond Education and Psychological Research Center, Madurai, Psycho-Oncological Association, Turkey. Behalf of all, I welcome our participant and the today's speaker for this 270th session of mental health webinar series. And today's topic is going to be Success is a Journey. To enlighten us in this topic, I welcome our today's speaker, Ms. Uma Maheshwari, who is actually a head in charge of Department of Science, Chennai. I request Chandra ma'am to give an introduction for the speaker, as well give a general instruction to all the participants. Thank you, one and all.
Audible, sir?
Yes, you are audible, ma'am.
Good evening. Of the core team, I would like to introduce today's resource person, Mrs. Uma Maheshwari Sivakumar, working as an assistant professor in Hindustan College of Arts and Science, Chennai, who's also in charge of the head of the Department of Psychology. She has also worked for S-Team Enterprises as HR manager, and she has been serving as lecturer in Ethiraj College, Chennai. She has been a part-time lecturer in University of Madras, and she has also been teaching in DG Vaishnava College, Chennai. She has got 9 rich years of experience in teaching operations, training, and administration. She has got in-depth understanding of counseling and psychotherapy. She is a leader in proficient administrative management, and she's very much known for her spontaneity in whatever she does. She has been a student counselor too. Having her degree in botany and master's in botany, she has got a rich and strong credentials in psychology. She has attended to many workshops and conferences. And apart from teaching, training, and administration, she has got core competencies in curriculum development, module designing, counseling psychology, student orientation, discipline and coordination, research and development. Having said all these, she is known for her motivation. She is a communicator. She is a change agent, collaborator, leader, and an analytical asset. We are very much happy to have you here, ma'am, and the floor is yours to open the session on success. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for the wonderful introduction you have given to me. And I thank very much, a special thanks to our ma'am, Dr. Subhasri ma'am, who has given me this chance, and also a special thanks to Dr. Suresh Kumar, who is the current HOD for the Department of Psychology at American College. Thank you all, and also I thank all the core team members who have been part of this organization. Shall I make the presentation, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. You can share the screen.
Yes.
It's visible, ma'am. Clear.
Okay, fine. And success is a journey, right? What is success? We all strive for success, right? Success might mean different things to different people. It may be one for other. It may be different from one, and it can be different for the other person. In general, we can say that accomplishment of an aim or purpose, or it is the conscious march towards a goal, or we can say that it is assigning meaning to one's life, or I can also say that adrenaline rush of excitement is also an element of success. And success gives a sense of achievement, and it is the delight of gratification. And it is different for different people, right? Success varies from person to person. For a person, it can be that climbing a mountain or mountaineering can be a success. For some others, buy a car or a house can be a success. For some persons, it may be that winning a medal being an athlete, or being a boxer, or a football champion. This can be success. So, success cannot be generalized, right? We cannot generalize success in simple terms. It varies from person to person because each person has got his own perception. And it is excellence in skill and talents. For some person, it may be establishment of concept and theory. For some, it can be that application of theory into practice. Or otherwise, for some people, it may be that accumulation of wealth. For some, success means accomplishment of name. For some, it may be that it is attainment of fame. For some, it may be the pursuit of happiness and or peace. So success has different meaning and different persons have different views about success. Having said all these things, we can see that it is a process in action. Success is a process in action. What is a process? It is a collective advancement towards a expected outcome. So we know that success has some element of meaning. It has to have a meaning for the perpetrator who is seeking success. And he has a passion towards what he is doing. To attain success means that he has a real passion towards what he wants to achieve. And at the end of the finishing of the search or towards the end of that research process towards success, what he terms it, he has to feel a kind of accomplishment and he has to feel the delight. So that is what is the main component of success, and we can see that everything functions in a system. So it is a system functioning of success. And we can see various stages in success. What are the stages there? The first stage of success is setting goal. Just set a goal. What you want, what you like, what you are loving. So set a goal which is very dear to your heart. So that is the first step of the success. And you have to put it into action. Whatever you have in your mind, you have to give a correct structure and put it into action. Strategize. It doesn't mean that you are acting in a different way and you can attain this goal. Maybe if you can strategize it, it will be even more easier and it can be even more specific and concrete, and you can easily attain the success. And implement whatever you have put it into action, whatever you have planned. So you can implement them. You can implement your plan and strategies into work. And in every step, you just have to improvise it. Whatever you have been doing consistently, so you need to improvise it, and periodically don't forget to evaluate it. So you need to do all these things step by step. Only then you can see the success with this complete vigor, right? So that's what the management people say by the plan, do, check, and act. They say it is simple words as the PDCA cycle, which includes all these components over there. Plan, do, check, and act. So they will be checking their action. And what does a goal mean? How can be a goal? What are the characteristics of a goal? We always think about what a goal is. Goal is what you are aiming to attain. It's a long-term journey, right? It can be either long-term or short-term, but it has to be specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time-bound. The SMART components of the goal is it has to be specific, in the sense you should have a concrete idea of what you're going to achieve. So it has to be specific. You should be able to define it. So that is your SMART goal. One of the component of the smartness, and it has to be measurable. What you are going to achieve. So you have to quantify in some terms. Only then you will be able to evaluate yourself and you can improvise it. So measuring is a very important component, and it has to be achievable. Achievable in this, you need to be able to, that is, you have to achieve it. It cannot be very easy task, but it cannot be very difficult task. You have to take it, you take a task, or you have to fix a goal in which you can feel the component of achievement. So it has to be achievable and it has to be realistic. It has to be realistic in the sense you need to be able to do it realistically. It has to be capable of doing in the real time, or otherwise it would be futile in few days of time. And it has to have the component of time boundness. It has to be time bound. Only then you can quantify the success in terms of time. It has to be quantifiable. So all these are the components of the SMART goal. A goal has to be smart. Only then the success will be a sure success. And each person have a dream of success, right? We all have a dream about success. Dream is not what comes in your mind, as Abdul Kalam says. His dream is what doesn't let you sleep, right? So that is what is dream, and we have a dream about our own success, and we have a blueprint for a success. We need to create a blueprint for a success. Blueprint is nothing but the plan of what a success is going to be. So plan on which you are going to construct your dream. So that is the blueprint, and this blueprint varies from person to person, right? So draft your blueprint for your success, because nobody is there to draft your plan. You are the only right person, because you can outsource any other thing to other persons, but your blueprint of success can be drafted only by you, because you know your strengths, you know your weakness. Only you know about what are all the resources you have, what are all the drawbacks you have, what are all the things you lack, and what are all in abundance you have. So all these things only you are aware of. So only you can be the right person to draft out your blueprint for success. And we can say the success, if you can have this metaphor of success as for a ceiling, we can say that we have many pillars of success as well. We can attribute many elements to be the pillars of success. What are they? They can be attitude, skill set, knowledge, confidence, courage, willpower, perseverance, initiative, resilience, conscientiousness, action-orientedness, focus, a mindset, challenge, hard work, time management, emotional quotient, passion. You have a lot of elements which will ensure a success. Among all these things, right, I have chosen just 4, which I thought would encompass all the elements. It has some element of all the previous set pillars of success. So the main 4 pillars of success, what I think is the focus. When you have a focus towards what you want to achieve, it means that you are very much towards nearer to the success. So focus matters a lot. And if you have a passion, when you have a passion or the love and affection of what you are doing a work itself is a kind of reward for some persons. And those persons, if I can see, they will be able to reach success very quickly, and they will be able to enjoy the success. They don't wait for the last moment to enjoy the success. They will be enjoying the whole process of success, and that is what is passion. That much contribution can a passion give for a person. And always do have the courage to take action. Without courage, how can you take action? So you have to be courageous enough to bring in change, or you bring in an action in an activity, so that you gain success early. You can reach the success pole early. And you have the resilience. Try to have the resilience. What is resilience? Resilience is to coming out of the hindrances or the adversities, to come back up and survive, rather than rather than give up. You just come up from the difficulties and you try to achieve something. So that is resilience. Just like a phoenix bird comes out of the ashes from its predecessor, right? Just like that, you should have that resilience. You need to come out of the adversities and try to achieve the same thing what you have been focusing on. So that is, so the focus, passion, courage, and resilience are the 4 pillars of success, and we need to focus on all this. And as psychology professionals, we were more concerned about the psychology of success and how this success matters and how it works in people and how we can assess the success. So what are all the components of success? So we are all curious to know about what success is, success has, or how the success is happening to people, and how it is being present, and how it can be inculcated or cultivated among the humans. So success is a mindset. It is a mindset, right? Success is not something done in a 1 day or the 2 day. It is a mindset. It is a mindset. Success starts with what is already inside you. It is not that what is outside of you. Nothing can be thrust into you. Success is what already resides in you. You need to just identify the success components which are present inside you, and you need to give life for that components, for those components of success. So it will take you automatically towards the goalpost. And power of consciousness, unconscious belief can have a profound effect on success. What you term success is the power of consciousness, unconscious belief you have, that can have a profound effect. And mindset is a part of our personality. Mindset is a thought process what we have. We have been brought up in various situations, like some may be brought up in village surroundings or environments. Some people may be brought up in urban areas. Some have a schooling in the government schools, or some may have in convents, and we have different area of brought up. We have been brought up by different people. We have different attitude. We have different perceptions. We have different values, and each person is different from each other. And the mindset also varies from person to person. And generally, we can classify this mindset into two types. One is a fixed mindset, and one is a growth mindset. What is fixed mindset? A fixed mind is the people with fixed mindset. They believe in intelligence and the talent. What I have is a fixed thing. I don't have. If I have a certain, if I believe that I have a certain quotient of intelligence, I think that it is what is fixed. I may not be able to go beyond it. So that those people will be having a kind of fixed mindset, like the fixed intelligence or fixed talent. So that is their characteristic. And they may believe that efforts, if I make an effort, it may be fruitless, or it may not give the expected outcome what I expect. So that can be their perception. They believe in failures. If the people with a fixed mindset, they believe that if I have a failure, that's all, the life is gone. I may not be able to come up above. So that may be the mindset they have, and they hide their flaws. They do not show their errors on or the mistakes. They will be very reluctant to show those things, and they avoid challenges. That is a fixed mindset people. They avoid to take challenges. They have a kind of guilty consciousness, and they do hesitate to take challenges, and they ignore to take a feedback. They'll be very much afraid of taking feedbacks, or shy enough to take new accomplishments. So these are the characteristics of people with a fixed mindset. Whereas we can see the characteristics of growth mindset people. Those people, they believe that intelligence can be developed, right? The talents can be cultivated. So that is their perception. And they believe that effort is a path to mastery. If I want to master myself in a particular skill or a talent, I need to give in my effort. If I'm giving my effort, I know that I can excel, or I can master in a particular skill or in a particular talent. I can be the master. And he believes in mistakes are the part of learning, right? So the growth mindset people see the mistakes are as a opportunity to learn. They don't think mistakes are that's all. No, they won't take it for granted. They will take it as a opportunity for learning. So they tend to learn, and they view failure as an opportunity. Failures also they take it as an opportunity to make it better, and they believe the failures are only temporary. Just like the successes, they also consider failures as a part of the success, where the failures can be temporary, just like the small success and the small failures. It will be alternating, and they'll be moving on. They embrace the challenges. They will move on. They won't stay back. Whereas the fixed mindset people will have a setback, they will give away. Whereas the growth mindset people, they will go on. They will take up challenges, and they will continue to exist. So we can summarize in this way. The fixed minded people will be having the attitude that I can give up easily. My potential is predetermined. The failure is the limit of my ability, right? Fixed minded people will think that my intelligence is static, or it is not dynamic, or I cannot improve. I avoid the challenges. I stick what I know. Feedback and criticism is personal. If I'm criticized, I will take it personally, and I will be very much hurt. If I'm a fixed mindset person, and I will have the tendency that I will not improve, and I'm either good at I'm not bad. So in that way, I will have a kind of negative thinking, and there is no point in trying it. I'll be having the mindset that there is no point in trying it because there may be no improvement in it. So this will be the kind of people with fixed mindset, whereas the growth mindset people will think in a different way. I like to try new things. They will have an enthusiasm to try out new things. I can learn to do from when I'm learning. Failures offer an opportunity to learn, and my intelligence can be developed. I embrace my challenges. I learn from the feedback given for the others. Let it be the positive feedback or the negative feedback. I will take it for my betterment. I keep trying and never will give up. I'm inspired by others and other people's success. My mistakes will help me to grow. I know this will help me even though it is difficult. So they will be willing to take difficult challenges because they believe that it will help them to grow. So everything they want to see is the positivity in any hurdle or the entrance what they face. They try to see it as a positive. They see some kind of positivity in that thing. So that's what is the growth mindset means. So now we know something about the fixed mindset and the growth mindset. We all lie. Where do we lie in this fixed? Whether we belong to the fixed mindset or the growth mindset people, we need to evaluate and find out. And definitely we do lie somewhere between the extremes of this. In the spectrum of the between the extremes of this, what is the fixed mindset and the growth mindset, we do lie somewhere, but our effort should be in such a way that we push ourselves towards the fixed mindset rather than being pushing ourselves towards the growth mindset rather than clogging onto the fixed mindset. So we need to grow ourselves. We need to have a growth mental attitude. And successful people have, if you can see the researchers, many researchers have proven this also. It is a proven truth. We can say that is successful people have certain characteristics in common. They are open to experiences. We can see that successful people, they will be very open to experiences. They will want to try new things. They will want to figure out new things. They will be eager. They will be enthusiastic. They will be very active, and they will be creative and all this. So these are certain characteristics you can see observant people who have a growth mindset. And they are conscientiousness. They have the characteristic of conscientiousness. What is conscientiousness? They will have an organized work. They will have they have a concern over what they are doing. They will be very much attentive. They will be very much self-disciplined, and they will contribute themselves to achieve what they want to achieve. So they will have this component of conscientiousness, which is rich in them. And you can see that they will have a list of tasks they want to achieve, and they may be having a kind of prioritization. What can be prioritized? What can be done first, and what can be done next? They will have a prioritization of the task what they have on the list. So that makes a difference among the people who we classify them as successful. And so successful people have a positive mental attitude. We can see that they have a positive mental attitude. They always see whatever is happening, they will always say positive. They will just take it as, so let it go. If it is a mistake, they will say it's okay. It's okay not to be okay. So it's okay. We can make better in the next attempt. So they'll all be having a positive mental attitude, and they will try to encourage people if you encounter with a failure or a thing. In any failure or at your low time, they'll be having a positive mental attitude, and they'll give you and they will have an intellectual curiosity. Always they'll be having a kind of curiosity towards the search for intellectualism. So they will try to find out what is new, or how I can do it better, or how I can do it in a better way. They will come out with great ideas, or a very unique ideas, or they'll be coming out with helping ideas. They try to find out ways to simplify things. So they will have a kind of intellectual curiosity, and those people will have the internal locus of control. What is internal locus of control? It is a control which you have within yourself. There need not be any person for those people with internal locus of control from outside to give a kind of push for this person to achieve something. They will have their own locus of control, meaning that they will initiate things themselves. They will find out their ways towards success. They will pave the path towards the success, and they will pave their own way, and they will seek their own destiny, and they will march towards that destiny or the goalpost. So that is, they have their own locus of control, and they look failures as a learning opportunity. Definitely, the successful people, if you can see that they have any people will be encountering failures and success in their work. But what we measure them as a success is that we see the end product. We haven't seen the process what they have undergone. And if you can see in each and every maybe at the milestones, we can see that they have encountered certain failures and successes also. But these successful people, they tend to see that failures as a learning opportunity, and if they are making the mistakes, and even I think I feel in that way, if you are making some mistakes, it's better to make the mistakes in the earlier stages. Do the mistakes earlier, because you can correct it, rectify it, and you can move further on, rather than doing the mistake in the last moment and making it completely over, redo it again. Rather than doing that way, make the mistake earlier itself, and you can improvise it, and you can make it. So the failures are a kind of learning opportunity which helps you to correct yourself, or you can empower yourself, improve and empower yourself. And risking, they'll be always ready to take risks. You can see the successful people will be people of taking risks. They will be risking something. They will risk their lives, or their money, or their effort, or their work, or their strength, so anything. So they will be able to take risk, and they will enjoy taking risk, and they will be ready to face the worst possible outcome, right? It is not that they are ready. That is just because they are risking, we cannot say that they have a plan of the sure success. No, they will be having, they will be working towards success, as we all do. Definitely, that is true. But they will have a plan of what to. They will have a plan of what to be done if it is on the worst case. They will have a vision of, so what happens if it is the worst possible. They will have a plan, or they will have an idea about what can be the worst possible outcome, and they will plan accordingly. They will try to execute the plan A, improvise the plan A, or they will be having a plan B. So that way they will be shifting their focus, but they won't stop. They won't give up. They will try to achieve. So that is the character, one of the main characteristics you can see among the successful people. And happiness is their path. Whatever be the thing, whether it is a failure or a success, they will happily. That is happy in the sense, happiness is not that you are only the hormones decide your happiness. Of course, it is happiness, but it is that they will enjoy what you enjoy. The feeling what I think is the feeling what you enjoy is the kind of happiness. And these successful people, if you can monitor them, you can see that though it is a failure or a success, they will be enjoying the path where they are treading on, right? So that is a kind of characteristic you can observe in the successful people. And the happiness is their path, whatever their path, whether it is a smooth path or a friction, a path with a friction. They treat friction as a kind of enhancing their speed of success. They don't think that it is a blockade for their success, definitely. So they will treat in that way. And it is, for us, it is important. For us as human beings, we need to be more aware of ourselves. If we are more aware about ourselves, I think we can train our mind, or we can help ourselves to be helped by the surroundings to achieve, arrive at the success, because success is not a single man's effort, isn't it? A person's success has a component of many factors inbuilt in it. It may be the resources what he has, the family support system, or the support system, friends support system, or the people who are surrounding them, or the components, or the qualifications, or the experiences, or the talents. There are n number of components for the success to be achieved, and in order to achieve those things, we need to have so for all these things to be achieved, the starting point is the mind, a human mind, and a person or the perpetrator who wants to achieve this success, he need to be aware of what he is thinking about himself, and that can be self-awareness can be well studied with the Johari window, which will help us understand what we are and how to understand our behavior. And according to this Johari window, right, our behavior can be studied in this way. That is, we have certain behaviors which are observable by ourselves, and it is also observable by the other persons. So that area of consciousness or the awareness, we can say that it is the open self. Open self is the area where you are aware about what you have, what your capabilities are, what your actions are, or what your activities are. So you are well about your characteristics, and other persons are also aware of about this characteristic. Now, this open arena is an area where you are aware and other people are aware, which means that you have the skills, you know what you want to do. The skills can be either, if it is in the low, level, if it is in the low level, you can improvise it, you can learn it, you can improve your skills, or otherwise you can seek for other person's help. So you are aware and other people are aware. So this open self is of very much help to you in accomplishing your success. And there is one portion of ourselves which is known to me, but it is not unknown to it is unknown to others, which is called as a hidden self. Because I have certain characteristics which I will be knowing. I have some that is a plus and minus attitudes or the behaviors which I have, ideas which I am aware about it, but I'm not comfortable with sharing it to others, right? So this is a hidden self which I won't let others know, and this is limiting your potentials. This has a potential of limiting your opportunity to success, and this hidden area has to be reduced. How can I reduce my hidden area? Either by self-declaration, I can improvise, or otherwise I can remove this area. I can lessen or reduce this area of hidden self by giving self-declaration. So this is what is me, this is what I am, and this is what is my attitude. If I'm able to self-declaration to my own people and myself, and also to my other people, the beloved ones and the people who are helping me, and you can see that the open self there is a little bit enlarged, and this expanded area of open self will help you in attaining, giving the area more possibility of success. So hidden self. And one more area is there, which is called as a blind self. So we have certain characteristics or the characters or the behaviors which we are not aware about it, but somebody else who are watching us are definitely aware about it, right? Some people will be knowing more about me, because I may not be able, or I may not be aware about some characteristics, like the certain words I'm repeatedly using. I may not be able to notice it, but the other person who is watching me can be aware about it, and that is a blind self which is not available, but which is not aware to me, but it is very well aware to the other persons. So this blind self has to be reduced, right? When this blind self can be reduced, it also gives way to the open self to enlarge a little bit. How can you reduce this blind self? This blind self can be reduced by getting feedback from the others. When I want to reduce my blind self, so whatever characteristics I'm not aware about it, I try to get feedback from the others. So when I get feedback from my loved ones, or my enemies, or my friends, or my bosses, or from my subordinate. So from whoever I'm able to get some feedback, so that gives me some awareness about my blind self. And now you can see that the open self is getting enlarged, where it improves the possibility of my success. So you have another area which is called as the unknown self, that is the self area or my characteristic area where I am not aware about certain characteristics or a skill, or I'm not aware about how I will react in a certain situation, and maybe the other persons also are not aware about it. So that is called the unknown self. It is unknown to either me or the other person, and we don't have control about. We don't have a control about it. It exists. When does it manifest itself? There is a possibility that it manifests itself in a region of an accidental. That is accidental encounter to certain problems or a situation or an incident. So that in that time you can see this unknown self coming into picture. So these things, when we can handle this self-awareness, when we can handle or when we can manage this awareness of ourselves, we can improve the open area, which helps us to take towards success. And that is how we can be aware of our self-awareness. We can be self-aware and improve the possibility of nearing towards the success. And emotional intelligence. Gone are the days when people were engaged in the organizations or employed in the organizations based on their academic intelligence, right? Nowadays, it is the emotional intelligence which is taking the prime part in engaging people, because emotional intelligence is what matters. Intelligence is IQ. And of course, intelligence is important. Skill, knowledge, talent, everything is important, but emotional intelligence even more important. And what is emotional intelligence? Emotional intelligence is nothing but how you manage your own emotions and how you respond to other person's emotions. Because as human beings, we are all emotional creatures. We do have emotions, right? We cannot distinguish them as negative or positive emotions, right? We do have emotions which can be either mild or very severe emotions, but you should be aware about your own emotions. How I react, how I can feel my emotions, how I can identify my emotions. So I will be able to feel, I will be able to identify, I will be able to manage my emotions, and I will be able to I will be able to, that is, I will be able to more aware of this emotional aspect, and I know what is happening inside my body. This way, if I'm aware of my emotional aspects, it will be helping for me to have a control of my own emotions, because that only myself I have a control on. I can not have a control on the other persons. So I can have a control on my emotion when I am emotionally intelligent. The same way, we have the other persons. Other persons are also emotional creatures. They do have emotions. They do exhibit certain behaviors when they are emotionally struck, and it is possible that they react in a particular way when they are emotionally laden, and that when I'm emotionally intelligent, I will be able to react in a certain way to address their emotion. If I'm not emotionally intelligent, I may be reacting in a way, but when I'm aware of the other person's emotions, it is possible that I am responding appropriately to the particular person's emotions. Thereby, the relationship is maintained, right? And relationship maintenance is very important, because we are all human social animals. It is important for us to have a relationship with people, and it is very much important for us to have interpersonal and also intrapersonal relationship. A very good relationship is very much important, and that is inculcated with the emotional intelligence, and it is very important for a person to have, and it helps you attain the success easily. And it is responsible, and it helps us in making responsible decision making also. So emotional intelligence. And as I told you, success is what we all strive for, and we have a fixed mindset, and we should propel us towards a growth mindset, and everything is there, and we can see the changes now and then. Even the COVID-19 crisis was not the expected one. It is a sudden change in our daily course of life. We can see that with a fixed mindset people, they would have felt it very hard to live in this COVID situation, whereas the people with growth mindset, they would have found out their own path to well establish in this COVID-19 crisis. So excelling in change management, that is one of the important characteristics we can see with the people of growth mindset. And I would give one suggestion of how you can manage this change. And change is inevitable. It is the constant process going on. We cannot avoid this change. So our changing is going on, and how you can master this change, because you need to manage the change and you have to master the change. Have the courage to change what you can change. If at all you see something you wanted to change, because even focusing towards the success means that you are going to say change something and you want to see that success there, right? So have the courage to change what you want to change. So you should have that courage for sure, and have the humility to accept what you cannot change, because you are not able to change something. It doesn't mean that it is not capable. You are not capable. That's not the thing. It is that you should have that acceptance mindset that this I can't change, so I can't have to change. But this is what I cannot change, so I should accept it as it is. But it is very much important to distinguish between what is changeable and what is not changeable, because that expertise you should develop. Because there is a thin line between what is changeable and what is not changeable, and that can be distinguished well only with your intelligence, and you have to improve your expertise in that area. And as I always used to say, journey, it is a journey. Success is only a journey, right? It is not a destination, because when you want to enjoy that success only at the end, means you will lose all the happiness throughout the journey, right? Even when you are going for an excursion, every part of that excursion gives us a kind of excitation to us. In the same way, we need to look at this. There is a success also. Success, of course, we are striving towards the end point of the success, but observe this journey as observe the success as a journey, and try to enjoy and experience each step of the journey, so that it will give you immense pleasure. And it is not necessary that you dilute the thrill of the success. Definitely, there is a thrill of the success at the end. Definitely, we all strive for the thrill of success. No, you don't need to dilute it by just imagine. There is a novel saying that we have achieved the success. No, that's not the case. You have the milestones. You can see the milestones of success, and every milestone of success you can definitely celebrate. You can identify. You can enrich your experience, and you can happily enjoy that. And each and every step you need to enjoy, and so that will give the wholesome happiness and experience of success. And let's not bother about the trouble of failure, because whenever we work towards an outcome, we definitely, our aim is to reach the expected result. That's what we aim at, and that's what we work towards that. But there is a possibility that we expect the resulted result, right? We reach the result what we expect. That's what is the expect. But there is a possibility that there is the failure also. It is not happening also. That also can happen. But you must be able to accept the outcome. Expect, but accept the outcome. So that should be the mental attitude what you have, and you do not be bothered about the failures, and you cannot repent for the that is somewhere is a failure and you can't repent it every step on the journey. No, you need not worry about it, but be mindful of what you are treading on, right? When you are going towards a journey, when you are on the journey towards the success, there is a possibility that you are encountering, right? Maybe the obstacles or the failures or the hindrances. Definitely you will feel. You will definitely you may feel the pain or the pressure, and you have to encounter it. If you are seeing it in the right sense, you can see that the pain is also a kind of pleasure, and you need to experience that pleasure, because that pain alone is going to give the thrill of success at the end. So it's a part of the success. It's not something other than it. So we need to see the failure as a part of the success and experience it and enjoy it and celebrate each step towards a success and always have a positive outlook towards success. If you have a positive outlook, right, you don't have to worry about the failures, or you will not repent on the limitations then after. So you have a positive outlook. So you will see everything what is positive on the way. And attain, sustain, and retain. So this is a word I have given because success, definitely we are all striving for success, and attaining success definitely is a what is it? It's a huge task. Attaining success is a grand phenomenon, and to attain success needs some effort. Definitely, it's true. It is undeniable that it needs a lot of work, effort, and it needs a lot of energy. Everything is there. So attaining success needs some effort, but to sustain, then success needs a
Ma'am, Uma, ma'am. Okay, participants may face some technical issue. Please bear with us, and maybe in a couple of minutes you can join.
Ma'am is having low network.
I'm sorry.
I think ma'am is having low network. So
Share, ma'am, are you there, ma'am?
So what happened to the resource person, sir?
Yes, sir. She's trying to connect. I just
Maybe data may be exhausted. I can ask ma'am to connect with the audio.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'll check with her and ask her to do the same.
Okay.
Sir.
Okay. The ma'am joined, sir. I can see her video. Ma'am, we are not able to hear your voice.
Actually, I'm
Ma'am, now we can able to hear you. Please continue. Yes, yes. Yes, yes, you can continue.
Am I audible, sir? Can I start?
Yes, yes, ma'am, you can continue.
You're on now.
Okay. As I told, success is the end product what we all strive for. To attain success needs some effort. To sustain success needs a little more care, and to retain success needs a lot more concern. And it's a duty to cherish success and work towards the success. Success works as a system. It's a recap, and just like we have a process for with the input and the output in a process, success works as a system, and plan is the input. Have a clean or concrete plan of action. Put your action, plan into action, and the goal is the end product or the success you achieve. Simply said, maturity can be achieved only when you are in the system process. It's a continuous journey from having the motivation and discipline, having the passion and commitment towards achieving, and having the conviction, persuasion, and hard work, and definitely leads to consistency, and definitely leads to the success, ultimate success. So, with a positive mindset, we can, and a growth mindset, we shall definitely attain success. And everybody's dream is success, and we are destined to see that success. And all the best and good luck for all of you. If you should have any questions, I should be happy to take them. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for that excellent presentation. And yeah, we had a little bit of lag. You were able to give a clean presentation. Thank you so much. And participants, I'm Dr. Veena. I'm one of the core team members, and I will be facilitating the question and answer session for you. Participants, if you have any queries, kindly put it in the chat box, or you could unmute yourself and ask the questions.
Question from the Mr. Guhan in the chat box. The difference between confidence and overconfidence. You would like to know the difference between confidence and overconfidence. Mr. Guhan.
Uma ma'am?
Yes, ma'am. Can you end the PPT as well? Can you mute your video for some time so that we can have the session? I mean, may avoid these technical glitches.
Over.
Ma'am, can you stop sharing? Mama, can you please stop sharing so that we'll be able to hear you? Sir, will ma'am be joining? Ma'am, you have to unmute yourself.
Ma'am, can you hear me?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. We are able to hear you.
Yes. Actually, one of the participants was asking about how we can remove how we can address this hidden self and the blind self. Blind self is what I know about what I know about me and what other people knows about me, but I don't know about myself. So that is the blind self, and that can be got by getting feedback from the other persons. When I can get feedback from the other person, I can remove my blind self. Whereas when I can give some self disclosure about myself, I can eradicate the hidden self, because something you know about yourself, but you are not able to disclose it to the other person. So that is the hidden area. You need to reduce that hidden area. For that, you need to give a self disclosure. So disclosure, self disclosure, and self declaration can remove this hidden self. So that's what is my answer for that participant.
Thank you, ma'am. There was a question like, what is the difference between confidence and overconfidence?
Confidence is that is it is when your confidence is up to you. You know the limits. You know the limits, and you're planning for. I'll just a sec. When you have an idea about what you're going to do and what's the level of trust you have on your skill sets or levels, and you have knowledge about your participation or contribution, so that you can say that as confidence. Whereas if there is an imaginary part, or you have an imagination or extra confidence, that you overlook some other things which is necessary for accomplishing certain things. So when that is there, when there is an imaginary part or undoable part, or when there is an exaggeration, then is there we can say that it is overconfidence. We need to eradicate this overconfidence, or you have to try to assign meaning to that confidence. Confidence you can have more confidence, not overconfidence. Because by having overconfidence, you may miss sometimes, or you may overlook certain things. So that's what I feel. What is overconfidence?
Yes. Ma'am,
Yes.
is happiness a destination or a journey?
Happiness is a journey, ma'am. What I would say is happiness is a journey, because destination, you will arrive at the destination only at the end of the journey, right? But happiness has to be felt in each and every emotion. It has to be felt in each and every step towards the accomplishment, right? So it has to be the journey. We have to see that as a journey, either the pain or the pleasure, that has to be handled as a stepping stone towards the success, or you are traveling towards it and you encounter these things. If definitely happiness has to be a path.
Thank you, ma'am. Next question is resilience similar to persistent hard work?
Resilience, persistent hard work. This persistent hard work, definitely it is a very important component to attain success, and for accomplishment, definitely yes, it is a needed component, it is an essential component. But resilience is when this hard work has failed somewhere, you should have the courage and the effort and the self mindset, the self growth mindset to come out of those hindrances and to fight with the odds to arrive at the best. So that is the resilience. Hard work cannot ensure resilience, but resilience definitely would ensure success. That's what I can say.
Thank you so much, ma'am. And it was nice having you. And if you could write your contact details in the chat box, if participants have any queries, they can get to you. And now I would like to call Dr. Salim sir to place vote of thanks.
Thank you, Veena ma'am. It's my pleasure to give the vote of thanks today. It was a nice, wonderful session by Uma Maheshwari ma'am. The topic success is a journey. Of course, she said today we had a very good journey in the sessions. So she gives me the good roadmap and a colorful roadmap, and started with the goal and ended with the destination. But of course, in this our today's journey, we learned a lot, particularly a lot of milestones like pillar of success and blueprint of success and the psychology of success. A lot, and the successful people's like characteristics like openness to experience and happiness is the path and positive mental attitude. So there's a lot characters ma'am explained, and particularly about the 4 P's pillars like focus, passion, and courage and resilience. So it is a very good eye-opening towards the journey. So as you said, ma'am, we understand that success is a journey, not the destination. So we have to enjoy and we have to have a positive outlook, and we have to experience it and we have to enjoy it, and with the mindful of current moment, and we have to celebrate each step to success. So it was a very wonderful session, ma'am, and kindly accept our gratitude on behalf of American College Madurai and Madras School of Social Work Chennai and MS Chellamuthi Institute of Madurai and Psycho-Oncological Association Turkey and Red Pond Education and Psychological Center Madurai. Thank you all the participants, and thank you, ma'am. We enjoyed a lot today and we learned a lot, and we had the colorful roadmap. Probably we will use our personal life in this. Thank you once again.
Definitely, thank you. Thank you so much for having given me this opportunity to present a webinar in your long journey of this series. I'm really proud to be a part of this webinar series, one of the participants. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you so much, Uma ma'am, and thank you, Salim sir. Dear participants, kindly send your queries and feedback to mywebinarfeedback@gmail.com. We will meet tomorrow with yet another wonderful session. Thank you. Good night. Bye-bye.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.